From the 1011 Now streaming studio, this is The Night Beat.
Sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors of Lincoln.
Good evening, I'm Danielle Shenk with your headlines for Tuesday, September 23rd. A Wahoo police officer is in custody tonight, accused of beating and attempting to strangle a Pawnee City woman. 28-year-old Juan Ramirez Jr. was arrested Monday in Lincoln after court documents allege he hit the 39-year-old victim and strangled her during an argument at her home Friday. The fight reportedly started after Ramirez went through her phone. She told authorities he called her a degrading name, hit her with an open hand, and strangled her to the point of losing consciousness. Ramirez has been with Wahoo Police for about 5 months, previously serving over 4 years with Falls City Police.
He's done a fine job. He's worked some very important cases for us and done an excellent job, and he follows instructions very well. Seems eager to please. Like I say, I haven't had no complaints with him.
The department is now investigating the allegations and reviewing hiring procedures. Ramirez remains a probationary employee. Turning to crimes against children. Back in Lincoln, 46-year-old Eric McGregor was arrested after attempting to meet a 13-year-old girl who was actually an undercover officer. Investigators say he sent lewd messages online and arranged a park meetup. When officers arrived, he lunged at them with a screwdriver and was tased. He faces child enticement, attempted felony, and use of a deadly weapon charges and is being held on a $25,000 bond. And 34-year-old Jordan Vaughn, who briefly worked for Winnebago PD, was sentenced to 60 years in federal court on 2 counts of production of child pornography. Vaughn sent explicit images to a child and sexually assaulted multiple children while recording it. Also in northern Nebraska, a Norfolk man is in custody, charged with attempted murder, arson, and weapons violations after allegedly setting a home on fire while the resident was asleep. Surveillance video showed a man carrying gasoline and a long-barreled firearm. He was identified as 36-year-old Devin Marshall, an acquaintance of the victim. The resident mostly put out the flames before firefighters arrived. In other news, Nebraska Attorney General Mike Hilgers is warning residents about security risks with Lorex home cameras sold at retailers like Costco. Components are still made by Chinese company Dahua, which could allow access to hackers or the Chinese government. Nebraska is filing a lawsuit against Lorex for failing to alert customers, seeking civil penalties. Hilgers recommends unplugging the cameras. The action follows a 2022 FCC ruling citing national security risks. And a new report from State Auditor Mike Foley is flagging DHHS payments to ABA Autism Services. Some providers submitted duplicate claims, made errors, or weren't properly credentialed. Autism diagnoses in the state have risen from 1 in 150 in 2000 to 1 in 34 in 2024, with Medicaid costs for eligible children climbing from $4.6 million to $82 million. In much lighter news, the Nebraska Army National Guard is wrapping up a long-running parachute tradition. The 2nd and 134th Infantry completed their final training jumps at the Husker Drop Zone. Airborne operations are shrinking nationwide, and the unit is transitioning to a new air assault mission.
I think it's a little bittersweet for everybody. They didn't want it to be the last jump, but had a lot of smiles on their faces, a lot of family all coming together. Because that's what the Guard is, essentially, is one big family, and Airborne's no different.
Lastly, in sports, Nebraska volleyball is ranked 10-0 and number 1 nationally, but first-year head coach Danny Busboom Kelly says the team isn't playing its best.
We have to be on a mission to continue to get better and to understand that each game is really important for who we want to be in December. Of course, we want to take it each game at a time, and the goal is to win a Big Ten championship, but that's also not the ultimate goal. We want to enjoy this journey and continue to point out things we're doing well and things we need to get better at to be our best at the end of the year.
The Huskers open Big Ten play Wednesday against Michigan at 6 p.m. Lineup changes are expected, including at libero, where Lainey Choboy and Olivia Mauk have shared the position. Rounding out your night beat is a check of the 7-day forecast.
You've been listening to The Night Beat.
Sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors of Lincoln.
Watch, listen, and stream on the 1011 app on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.